Hi everyone, Miss Kern again. Alright, right now I'm going to go over the usage worksheet lesson 1. So if you notice in the top right hand corner, you will see lesson 1, and that knows that, so you know we are on the same worksheet. Okay, the instructions for this worksheet say underline the noun in parentheses. So we are going to read a short passage. In parentheses, you will see two nouns. Okay, and you were going to circle. There's going to be one correct answer. So if you notice right here, in parentheses, there's two options. We are going to only circle one that makes sense within the context of this sentence. All right, it says rule. Use the correct form of the noun in a sentence. A noun names a person, place, or thing. A noun can be singular, okay, plural, so more than one, or possessive. And typically possessive is apostrophe S. Okay, so let's start reading. Matt Hansen was a black. You're going to circle either explorer or explorers. Okay, so Matt Hansen was a black explorer or explorers. Born in 1866, he was more adventurous than most children, or he was more adventurous than most children's. At the age 14, he signed on as a cabin boy, or he signed on as a cabin boys on a steamer bound for China. That ship's route took him to many cities, or to many cities. Okay, so keep in mind the apostrophe. Do we need an apostrophe there, or do we not? With several sailors, or with several sailors with an apostrophe. Help. Henson learned about survival. He also educated himself with many books, or books, from the captain's library. When he returned, Henson needed work. Slavery had ended, but all black Americans, or Americans with an apostrophe, choices were still limited. After looking for work in several men's clothing stores, he was hired. That job eventually led him into the Arctic. All right, now we are on the second column. One day, or one days, Robert Perry, an explorer, walked into the store. He hired Henson as his assistant. The two men's partnership would last for 20 years, or years with an apostrophe. Perry wanted to be the first to reach the North Pole. Henson came to share his friend's dream. Many other explorers, or explorers, notice the placement of the apostrophe, attempts to reach the North Pole had failed. Though Henson and Perry made six failed attempts, they refused to be beaten by the Arctics, notice the placement of the apostrophe, cold and unfriendly environment. Henson made all of the natives, or natives with an apostrophe, survival skills a part of their plan. As a result, they were the first men to reach the North Pole, or as a result, they were the first men's to reach the North Pole. Okay, that was the completion of the paragraph. Once again, you are going to circle which one of those words in parentheses makes sense. You could go back and pause the video if you would like to reread. At the bottom of the worksheet, it says write idea. Okay, if you notice on the bottom of the worksheet, it says write a letter to a friend telling about a real or imaginary adventure you have had. Where did you go? What things did you bring? What did you do and with whom? Use 2 examples of each noun form: singular, plural, singular possessive, or plural possessive. Okay? You could use some of the words that were already in this story if that is helpful. Okay? So once again, you are going to write a letter about something that has happened to you, or you could come up with an adventure that you would like to write about. Okay? If you have any questions on that worksheet, please reach out. Thanks.